What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. I just posted my video right now, a few minutes ago, about Scott Budnick and how he changed how juveniles are incarcerated, right? And I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw the new short by Crazy Hood Media. Shout out to Crazy Hood Media. And I want to say something, and I'm not going to get into specifics or anything like that. Crazy Hood Media putting out that clip is 100% right. See, there's a specific YouTuber, it's not Crazy Hood Media, everybody knows who it is, who likes to act as if people know him and call him and give him the details. And he made up this whole damn story about Suckafree, the rapper that unfortunately lost his life the other day. He made up this whole thing and alleging all these crimes and attaching organization to it and this and that. And he did it for views. This is another incident where either he just completely made it up or somebody fed him a line. Because let me tell you something. If you go and watch the clip, the short that Crazy Hood Media just posted, he's going to make a statement based off of what somebody from Lennox is saying in the video. And I'm going to tell you right now that after somebody watched that other individual's story on what he claims happened with this young rapper, Dumps, is his neighborhood name, I guess. Someone who was actually in the fucking feds with the guy that allegedly took out Dumps, he called me and he's like, hey, Holmes, like, I was here at this spot with this vato, and this is what this vato, like, what time it is with this cat. Like, how could any of this shit, like, and that's Lennox business. And so I said, I'm not going to do a story on it. It'll come out. And so I waited. And that's why when I hear people, oh, these bottles only do it for this and do it for that. You know, it goes back to when the whole thing came out with Mr. Criminal. Gunner and I had the paperwork on Mr. Criminal months before it hit the fan. And we chose not to mess with it. There's certain things that Gunner and I become aware of, and we just say, you know what, Holmes, that ain't worth the views. And so now that Crazy Hood Media posted that clip with the vato from Lennox hinting at certain things, I can say that I was called immediately after somebody saw that other guy create that whole story, and I got a phone call on there, and they were telling me like, hey, Holmes, that vato's just, things are not right with him. That's all I'm gonna say. Things are not right with that guy. And I listened, and we talked, and whatever that person and I had to speak on it will remain between he and I. But it's a damn shame, man, what some people are willing to do when they say they do what they do to help the raza, to help the gente, to help people. It's not helpful when you make entire stories up, or you get fed a story. And again, anybody who's fed a story, you have an obligation to vet that, to reach out where you can. But see, unfortunately, for vatos that are talking about stuff that they have no way of knowing if it's true or not, they have no way of vetting it. And so they jump in the street, and the cool thing is, I will be labeled a hater. And yet I know the truth about what happened. Or at least not what happened, but the individual involved, the one that I guess he's still in a coma. I know things about him. And when I hear this other story, I'm just like, damn, Holmes. Again, either he made that whole story up or somebody had an agenda and utilized this puppet once again. And he fell for it. He really put it out there like he had the scoop. He had the inside. Nobody has it but him. Unfortunately, you were fed a story. You were fed a lie. I was just talking about on the live, there's another individual that I've seen him interviewed on a couple channels. And it's somebody that I know his history personally. And it's a very, very, very ugly, filthy, dirty history. And yet his stories have been put out as gold. As though they're certified, they're bona fide. The Vato's credentials aren't even certified. We have a responsibility as content creators to put out good content. And if it's going to be fiction, then say, hey, this is probably fictionalized. I'm giving this person an opportunity. I'm giving this guy a platform. Whether or not it's true, I can't vet it. I'll let you guys decide. That would be responsible. Because what happens is there are a lot of people that are on YouTube that they just do this. They consume this stuff for entertainment, right? And then there's a smaller portion that consume it for entertainment, but accept it as fact. And you see it because they'll go and leave a comment on somebody's channel like, you don't know what you're talking about, Holmes. It's this, this, and that. And they try to correct somebody that maybe was actually there on an incident. And they're quoting somebody who wasn't there. And it's pretty damn hilarious. I'm not willing to go in certain directions just to make a buck. And I'm only saying what I'm saying here because Crazy Hood Media actually showed someone from Lennox putting it out there. I've always been a firm believer, neighborhood business is neighborhood business. It trips me out when I see people from a barrio or from a hood put their neighborhood or barrio business out there for everybody to consume. On this occasion, I get it. I get it because they feel like, for one, it's a bad look for their barrio to have the story put out the way this irresponsible individual, this other platform did it. And so it's a good thing that Crazy Hood Media is shining a light on what this individual from Lennox had to say, because a lot of people watch Crazy Hood Media. I'm going to keep this short. Maybe I'll put it out today. It's Saturday. Maybe I'll put 2 videos out today. Maybe it goes out Sunday. But I felt like, I just wanted to concur. I've heard from someone who was in the feds with the guy that's in a coma. And he was in the feds with him in 2 different places. And both places, it was not a good thing for the guy. The second place was where it really went bad. The first place, he drew people's attention. The second place, it just went all bad. But that's my video for today, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.